Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing?
Good morning, everyone.
We're back. Long break, long hiatus. Not hiatus. It was like a 3-day break. How's everyone doing, anyways? How's everyone's days? Oh wait, I forgot to get the chat out. I won't be able to hear it. I won't be able to see the chat. Oh, okay.
It's like people are happy.
Happy?
Yeah.
What are you guys so happy for?
Because stream is live.
Stream is live.
Yes.
I can't
Need
see
more
it.
reason. I think not.
I can't see it.
We're
There
gonna
we
make
go. There we
money.
go. Alright, so yeah. How's everyone doing anyways? How's everyone? Was everyone looking at in the charts? How's everyone's weekend? So many questions. And we started on time for the first time in like forever, so you know, props to me. Big ups to me, yeah. Starting it on time, waking up on time this time.
Good job.
You know the temptation of not getting up because how cold it is. I tend to just hibernate when it's cold, which I think it should be law, by the way. When like when it's colder outside. So it didn't. What happened? When it's cold outside, I think you should be allowed a 1 hour lie-in, and it should be law. By law, you should be allowed a 1 hour lie-in if it's colder than let's say 3 degrees. I think you should be allowed to have a lie-in an extra hour. J-Paul got smoked. Oh, he finally got his first sell. Let's go. Finally. But did he win? Did he get like? Did he touch canvas or something, or did he not? Did he touch the thingy, the floor? No, he didn't. Oh, dead. I actually don't know. Hold on, let's see. Brighton wins a grudge match by split decision. At least it wasn't rigged. Nah, to be fair, that sounds wrong. Because if he won, I would have been like, oh, it's rigged. But Tommy Fury is a good boxer, but he's not like top tier, and he got beaten by Tommy Fury. It's a little bit dead for Jake Paul, but that's okay. He was out here like challenging Canelo, so I don't know how he's gonna beat Canelo. But anyways, insane. Okay, so right now, guys, we are currently, or you mean Britain, right? I did mean Britain. Sorry, not Brighton. I'm glad Nu is back. Here to point out every mistake. Thank you, Nu. Appreciate you. I'm glad you're back. How you been, man? Where you been? Where you been all this time? I mean, to be fair, I haven't been streaming that all that often, so you haven't really had much chance to join. To be fair, I saw you on the chat one time though. Saw you in the chat. You were talking about what trade was it? It was a trade, but I forgot what trade it was exactly. But I didn't even check the results. I'm guessing you won. Have you been trading much, or you've been like laying low for a bit? But yeah, look, we're currently in GJ buys at the moment. We almost did get tapped out. This is a lie. We entered here, not here, by the way. Just to let you guys know. We almost got tapped out, and then I moved my stop loss because of the 4-hour VWAP. Oh, Side Cash, how you doing, man? Being busy. And then we moved the VWAP a little bit lower. At the time, it was around. Well, it was around here. So we moved the stop loss around this zone, and you can see after it broke, anyways. You can see it tried to tap me out twice. You look at the Discord, you see exactly how close it was. Actually, I'll show you now. So close, getting tapped out 3 times. The first time you can see here. This week happened after I moved the stop loss to break even already. You can see how close that was. If spread was a little bit bigger, dang. and then over here again I moved this stop loss before it even pushed down, and you can see how close that was. And even closer still, it did exactly the same. It moved down even lower. You can see how close it was. I should have got tapped out, I feel like, but I think the spread was like practically raw spread, so nice stuff in it. Nice stuff. All right, cool. And this is basically this is all the VWAP stuff that I've been talking about. How accurate they almost seem like. You can see again, and not quite this time, but yeah, pretty good stuff. What's that Cash saying? So just took a break from trading to focus on other stuff, but I'm back. Lovely stuff. Love to hear it. Focus on other stuff. Man's trying to hustle out here. All the different hustles. Love to see it. News just being busy. That's fine. Trading just be
Like usually.
but just different. Oh, okay, you're trading different times now. Okay, cool. Not just in London anymore. That's fair enough. It's good, to be fair, more flexibility. That's why I don't really set on a specific time. Although I am trying to look more into time theory in trading, but I don't have a specific time when trading because I think it just limits everything else. I'm on high time frame right now. Oh, okay, you're in time frame right now. Trying to be like me, I see. Trying to be like your master, I see. Trying to be like your guru, nu.
Some more something prediction you have.
So I'm on high time frame. Oh yeah, bro, you got it. Yeah, exactly. I knew it. I knew he'll come to the dark side one day, right? He did it. Alright, so yeah, with this one, the reasons why we did enter is because we had this view up over here that could end up being a retracement point. And if you look at the daily time frame as well, we also had a zone around this level right here. So I was expecting price to actually go around this level. However, I did enter a little bit later because I did see on the 1 hour time frame that there was a little bit of volume around this zone right here. So I decided to enter here. Stop loss just below the previous 4 hour low and the VWAP as well. So 4 hour low at the time was here. So I decided to enter just below the 4 hour low and below the VWAP. I managed to survive just about, and now we're continuing to go to the upside now. Currently up around 1 point something percent. 1.86%, not bad, almost 2%, so we'll continue that. Very close, very, very close, man. It was literally like a point, if spread was 0.1 higher, then I would have been gone. Okay, so as for euro dollar, things we're looking at right now, so let's look at it from the higher time frame, right? So the higher perspective, you can see the weekly time frame, we have closed below this major zone over here, this major support. Yeah, GJ, I want it higher. Same. I'm looking for it to go quite high here. But euro dollar right here, you can see that we have closed below this major support, which was previously resistance. You can see the reaction from this resistance point right here, where price tried to go up, denied, and when it did break, you can see how massive the impulse move was. And then once we break and retest, we continue to the downside. So for me, this is quite a key zone. It's quite a small grid at the moment. The only reason why I'm targeting quite a smaller grid is because it's wick right here. Because if this wick right here, if continues again, then we'll see the exact same reaction and we'll start to see price to go to the upside. So I do want to, if price respects this wick, then so be it. I'll be out of the position already at break even. But if I was to take a natural target, I would probably expect price to go even lower still, down to these, around these zones right here of this 1.0400. Around these zones, I do expect price to reach them at some point. So, but for now, we're looking at this wick right here. As for the daily time frame, so we're looking at the structure for the daily. We are bearish on the daily time frame, this being the major high, this being the major low. And then you can see this is where our potential retracement zone is, where our previous structure was, and we could potentially retrace here to grab more liquidity and start to go down again. Okay, by waiting for a retracement as well, we're given a bigger opportunity and a better price to enter. Because obviously, if we enter right now and if it was to win, you can see we only get a 65 pip move. But let's say we enter at the highs and and it does work, then look at that, we almost like quadruple our not quadruple, sorry, triple. We definitely triple our return on the pips in the pip count. There we go. So there's that. On top of that, if you look at the Fibonacci, which I only use again for retracement purposes, I don't really look at as I don't actually look at it as entry. You're expecting that much of a retracement. I mean, to be honest, yeah, it could end up not working out, but that's fine. I'll end up looking for another entry at some point anyways, if new structure is formed. But as of right now, because the leg is currently from this high and this low, to be honest, anything between this zone is still bearish. So I don't mind looking for that deeper retracement. I don't think that it would reverse from there. At the same time, it could reverse from here, from here, anywhere at these points it could reverse. But yeah, I'll basically it's what my strategy dictates, and therefore I'll have to stick to it really. Yeah, you can see here 50% retracement once we get to this zone right here. Quite a major zone too on a daily. You can see candle body, candle body, candle body, candle body, candle body. So it's quite a major low at some point before it got completely broken through. Okay, cool. So that's what I'm looking for so far. Look at the 12-hour time frame. I haven't actually looked at the 12-hour time frame too much. So okay, if price retraces a bit slower, I do expect price. How many pips is that from the open? From the open is a decent amount of pips. So it is 125 pips retracement. Yeah, 100 pip retracement. A potential retracement back to this zone will probably lead the view app to actually go up over here. So actually drag it up with it. And if the view app gets dragged with it, that'll be another entry confluence for me as well. Okay, next thing is for the session volume, not session, sorry. What's it called? Visible volume profile. So over here. Oops. So we do have volume above this zone, and we have a volume gap above this, so just below this zone. So this is actually the daily high over here. So a good stop loss would be around that daily high if we don't get a better stop loss, because at that point, so we have this volume right here, and I'll try to explain why I find this a key level, right? So basically, there's barely any volume here. So basically, there was not much of a battle between bullish and bearish, and therefore, definitely one of them was definitely stronger than the other. Because if it wasn't, then what we do is it'll do something like this, right? And therefore there was a battle between bullish and bearish, and therefore the volume would start to spike, like you can see here. So if that's not the case, then what we can expect is, since it went bearish after all, then what we can expect is that bearish actually won. Yeah, sure. And yeah, we can expect that bearish actually won with, you know, with quite a lot of strength. So we can expect a lot of these traders right here are actually bearish. Okay, so if we end up going back into this zone, one or two things would happen. So the most likely thing that will happen is these bearish traders would actually defend their position by entering more shorts. Okay, by entering more shorts, obviously they're putting more pressure towards the downside, and therefore there's a higher chance that we actually do end up continuing down after trying to retest this this gap over here. Okay, so another thing, obviously, so that's one of the reasons why I look for these gaps. The next thing is for these volume clusters right here. So volume cluster kind of acts the same, but you have to look at it with a little bit more context. So you can see here, there's a little bit. I'm sure in the lower time frames we'll see a lot of point of controls over here. Okay, with point of controls, it means that the majority of the trading session was around that zone, so therefore making it a key level. So if that's the case, if this isn't a key level on the lower time frames continuously and repeatedly, then we can assume that this is also a key level, and we have to look at the results of being at the key level. Being at this key level, you can see again bearish momentum carried on and won overall, and therefore we can assume that these traders, again, majority of them probably are bearish, and the majority, because they won overall, you can see they did win the battle between bullish and bearish over here, so we can assume that they actually are bearish in the market. And again, if price tries to go back into this zone right here, then we can expect them to try and defend the positions, causing more bearish, pressure to flood the market and continue to the downside. That's why I'm looking at those stuff over here. Obviously, there are some levels right here where price could have some reaction too. However, because it's not part of a key level for me, anyways, in my own trading, I don't tend to look at them. Although, don't get me wrong, price could end up reversing just as much around this zone as towards this zone. However, because I like to enter with much more than just one confluence, I tend to enter where the daily retracement is, or a daily high, daily structure high, or something like that. Not just to enter just because the volume profile is like this. Just keep that in mind when adding volume, because volume is a great thing to have in your trading. However, you have to add more confluence to it. I personally don't think, especially in Forex, where you can just rely on solely volume alone, because of how over-the-counter trading kind of makes it a little bit not as accurate. It's still usable, but not as accurate. So you have to add other confluences and other things on top of it in order to make it effective. Okay, so there you go. There's my explanation of the volume profile. Exactly the same idea. When I'm going into a trade, that's exactly what I'm looking for when it comes to volume profile. Nothing more, nothing less. Oh, sorry, visible volume profile, not session volume. Just make that clear. Okay, so next thing is we can see the 4-hour VWAP. 4-hour VWAP, I won't explain too much, but basically it's just moving average with volume on it as well, making it a little bit more it's weighted with like higher volume, because obviously with a moving average, okay, so with a moving average it's not weighted to anything, right? So all the price or every single candle is with the same exact equation. However, if we add volume into it, it incorporates at each price point how much volume is in it, because obviously if you think about it as let's how are we gonna do this? So let's say this is how we'll try and do it. Not too in depth, but we'll try and explain it anyways. We have a grid over here of all the price point that it's hit. So we you know 500, 550, and 600. Okay, but with a moving average, it'll just average these numbers out. However, with a VWAP, what it'll do is take into account is stream and no lagging.
It's good, Mark. It's good, Mark.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so with this, we'll try to think. Okay, how would a VWAP do it? So, well, how would a moving average do it? So, a moving average is, you know, make a moving average or a line with these numbers right here. However, what a VWAP does is incorporate volume into it and how much volume has actually happened at each price point. For example, let's say here the volume was 30, the volume here was 45, and the volume here was 10. So at each price point, which one's the most what's it called, not frequent one, the most significant one? In my idea, it would be the 550, right? Because there's a higher volume, and therefore the VWAP would take this number more into account than the other ones. It'll take the 500 more into account than the 600, and therefore make a calculation that way. Because obviously there's more volume to it. To me, it makes more sense to use a VWAP rather than a moving average. However, I see the value in a moving average and a simple moving average at that. Okay, but anyways, that's basically how I'm going to explain volume for now. Okay, cool. So with the VWAP anchored at the daily structure, what I mean by that is actually this is wrong. So the VWAP anchored at the daily high, so the daily structure high. So if you go to the daily time frame, this is what the daily major high is. It's where the leg started from. So currently the daily leg is from this high and this low, right? So I anchored the VWAP at the top of this high, and then trying to see how the VWAP reacts, and basically the moving average, if you want to call it, reacts to it. Okay. So right now what we can see is price is very close. Sorry, VWAP is very close to where my major zone is, which is around this 1.06700. If price starts to push back up into this level, the VWAP will most likely reach that level with it, and therefore adding another confluence. And then the reason is, so in the middle over here, there's going to be a lot of volume. Okay, so with that being said, if price goes into an area with a lot of volume, there is a good chance we'll see some sort of reaction in that zone. There's a good chance we do continue back down again. Okay, so that is basically what I'm looking for so far. I'm not going to go too in depth with the 1 hour because price action will change and the session volume profile will change. So for now, that's basically what I'm looking for. So a sell around these highs over here for the continuation back down. Obviously, bear in mind of these weekly levels and the daily levels over here. Once price goes into these levels, we can expect some sort of reaction around these levels, as they are still a major zone, a major level. However, overall we're looking at 1.048, and even lower still, potentially down to 1.4. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at for euro dollar. As for gold, gold's a little bit more complex, so we'll go into it. So okay, gold, we are currently very, very close to our weekly grid. Okay, so we started from this high over here where I was looking for shorts, and then now we're looking at potentially fill in this 1800 level. You can see that it worked out quite well. Shorts have been working out quite well. However, I did miss one major trade, which sucked. It was a 5% trade, but anyways, digress. Okay, so yeah, we're looking short. As soon as price broke below this zone right here, as I said, the weekly grid needs to be filled. And then the first weekly grid was around this zone right here, and you can see that it is starting to break below it, and now we can expect price to go to 1800 now. Okay. However, as I said, I always wait for a retracement first, some sort of major retracement before entering my trades, because I like to enter at a point where I feel like I'm at discount. Okay. not because of ICT's teaching and all that, but just because I want to get a discount. I'm frugal, I'm cheap, I like a discounted price, you know what I mean? But in this case, because I'm selling, I want a premium price, okay? Okay, so what we're looking for over here is a potential retracement up to this zone right here, and I'll show you guys in a lower time frame why, or even better still, up to this zone right here of 1836 if we get that retracement. Okay, so I'll show you guys why now. First of all, the daily time frame, we are bearish, just like euro dollar. We're bearish currently, with this being the major high, this being the major low. So if you guys remember how the 4-hour VWAP will work, I'll put the 4-hour VWAP anchored to this candle right here, the specific candle, okay? Okay, as for our next major retracement zone, the major one, I'm expecting price to retrace potentially down to this, up to this level. You can see candle body, candle body, candle body. Price definitely stalled around this zone right here, making it a key level for me. I can assume also, because price stalled around this zone right here, we can expect some sort of volume around this, something looking like this. So that would probably what we can expect on the 12-hour time frame. Okay, 12-hour time frame now, we look at the volume profile first. You can see exactly what I expected, so we have a volume perfectly around this zone right here, making it even more of a key level for me to enter at than anything else. Okay, so okay, next thing is the VWAP. So as for the VWAP, again, if price retraces slowly, we can expect the VWAP to actually retrace and meet it in the middle and adding an extra confluence to it. However, if it doesn't, it's fine. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's just we have one less confluence entering the trade. Okay, next thing is the 4-hour time frame. So as for the 4-hour time frame now, what can we see? So as of right now, we are currently bearish on the 4-hour time frame. However, there could be a major structure shift. So this is currently the high of the 4-hour time frame, and this is currently the low of the 4-hour time frame. If we do not continue down, we will have a shift to the downside. We will have a shift to the upside, making gold bullish on the 4-hour time frame. Obviously not the best for our trading, but it's fine. According to my back testing sheet, it only affects it by 5%. Like, it only decreases my win rate by 5% or so, so it's not too bad. But yeah, obviously the 5% would have been extra nice for extra confluence, but yeah, it is what it is. So when the daily is going down, but the 4 hours going up, it only changes my win rate. It only puts my win rate down by 5%. Okay, so it's not too bad, but still. I'd just like to explain that even further in case you guys didn't know what I meant. Okay, now what again we can expect. So you can see in the 4-hour time frame, we have a few things to talk about. So first of all, this deviation, this lower deviation, the VWAP, it lines up with this little gap on the volume right here. Call it a fair value gap, call it a volume void. Don't care, but anyways, there is a void in this level right here where price could end up retracing into this zone right here, not finding any value towards the upside, so we can start to go back down over here. However, I'm not as confident entering around this zone because I prefer to enter at a daily level. But if there is a confirmation, there's enough confirmations to enter this zone, then I will. The next thing is this level right here. Unfortunately, right now, there isn't much that lines up with this daily zone besides the volume. And actually, I forgot to show you guys a Fibonacci retracement, I guess, like a very deep one. Yeah, you can see it's a deep retracement, so yeah, it's a little bit valid, but I prefer not as deep a retracement, but it's fine. It'll work. So yeah, we can potentially look for a retracement here first before continuing back down. Okay, pound Aussie dollar. Okay, pound Aussie dollar, I haven't seen much of anything really, so what I'm expecting for pound Aussie dollar is for this week to finish above this zone right here, this weekly grid. As of right now, so when we were in this for the whole, like basically whole month, we were just in between this level right here. We haven't broken above or below anything as of yet. And we also had this zone right here when we broke below. However, the weekly grid was practically completed. Oh crap, I can't draw 3 lines, I guess. So we did break above below this zone right here. And then however, we did practically complete the grid when we broke, when we finished around this zone right here. So it was, at that point, it was not really valid for us to look for any more sells. So we're just gonna wait for pound Aussie dollar to breathe. And now it is breathing. We had a massive spike to the upside. If price breaks above this weekly zone right here, we can anticipate price to reach these highs on the left. However, I would be aware of this wick right here, just in case price ends up rejecting this and continuing to the downside. Anyways, 1.80500 is the key level as of right now. Okay, so we'll wait for that. I'm not going to look at that too much at the moment, because if it ends up not breaking above, then there's no point of looking at it, because we can expect the other side to happen. Okay, done that. Okay, GJ I already spoke about. Okay, here we go. So US 30. So US 30, I'm expecting bearish sentiment to continue on bearish 30. The weekly if the weekly breaking below this zone right here, we can anticipate price to go down to 31,600. However, I would be aware of the 50%, not a 50% zone, but it just happens to be a 50% zone anyways, in between these two grids, because there is a minor grid around this level where price could have a reaction from retrace and then continue back down. So be aware of that for now. Anyways, it is quite a lot of points already to go down to 32,200 anyways. As for the structure currently, oh yeah, by the way, took a trial trade on, well, not a trial, it was a live trade, but it was to test it out. So yeah, on US 30, pretty decent, it worked out. Anyways, let's remove all of this. No longer needed. Okay, as for the daily time frame over here, we do have bearish structure. However, it's such a big bearish, it's been bearish for such a long time, so such a massive leg with being this high and this low right now, and no new leg has been formed yet. The reason why we haven't had a new leg, we haven't had a new high created yet, sorry, a lower high created yet, is because we haven't had two consecutive candles in the opposite direction making a lower high, sorry. So if we get another bullish candle over here and then we get another bearish, then at that point our structure will shift from this to this, from this to like this. But as of right now, we just have one massive bearish leg, unfortunately. So that's quite hard to trade, because we're expecting potential retracement here, here, or even here. But yeah, it's quite hard to trade US 30 at the moment. Okay, 12-hour time frame. So we have the volume profile. Nothing much, to be honest. Again, not a lot on volume, not a lot on US 30 yet. It's very hard to trade at the moment, so we'll skip over that for now. But once more structure is formed, then I'll start looking into it. All right. So as for GU,
I like the smile there.
yeah, my girlfriend was like, "Can I just draw a smiley face on the chart?" I was like, "Yes, you can." Okay, so. Right now with GU, we are waiting for price to finish below 1.1900 before looking for continuous sell. Okay, last one. I think one of the most interesting one is Bitcoin, because my bias is different and whatnot. So, okay, so weekly time frame right now, we are in between the grid. So once we broke above this zone right here, anticipated price to reach the next grid. So this was the first grid, second grid, and now the third grid. We continue to keep breaking above and above and above and above, which is really annoying. As right now, we look like we are stalling around this zone right here with barely any force. However, I still do anticipate price could potentially push up even further, and annoyingly, because I'm trying to sell this down to the ground, but it's just not giving in. But yeah, so as for right now, nothing is telling me that is bearish yet, annoyingly. So we can expect price to go up. We can expect Bitcoin to go up even further than this.
And buy then.
Yeah, I am looking for buys. So that's exactly what I'm looking for. So I am currently looking for buys still. However, there's no major zone that I'm really looking at. The first buys I would have looked at, looking back in hindsight, is around this level over here where price has pushed up. So this being the first leg, this being the second leg, and then this being the major zone. If not even this one, doesn't matter. It would have worked out anyways. Would have put the view app over here. Let me just, instead of saying that, in.
London is open.
Nice. So you can see here, if you look at the view app, it lines up perfectly with the bottom of the view app and starting to climb back up again. It would have been a perfect entry. You can see first entry could have been here. It would have been in a bit of drawdown, whatever, but would have pushed up from there. Annoyingly, I missed it. However, I wasn't really looking at it, so I wouldn't say I missed it. But anyways, yeah, so I'm looking at overall still push to the upside. We could potentially reach this previous high again, even further, honestly, back to these wicks. or something. Honestly, we could potentially see some sort of push to the upside. For you fair value gap traders, or for you order block traders, there is a fair value gap over here. You guys can end up looking to retest or target, but I don't trade that. So break down your trades for last BTC trade. Okay, so BTC trade. Okay, so I was feeling a bit risky last week because, okay, so what happened was it did reject this zone right here in the weekly time frame. So I was looking for price to go to the downside. Okay, so over here when price retested, so look at the daily time frame now. It was a low time frame one. I have to delete everything. Where did I enter? 1 second, let me check my phone. Why am I doing that? I've got it right here. Idiot. Okay. So, BTC, I missed the trade. Okay, why? Because it didn't hit the VWAP. So I'll show you guys now. Hi, Rishinesh? Did I say that right? I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I butchered your name. I didn't mean to. Okay, so basically on the lower time frame we had consolidation. Okay, so in this consolidation right here, it was actually safer to take to sell the highs, and it was to buy the lows because it was kind of balanced at the time anyways. However, right now it's looking more of a B shape, which is unfortunate. You can even argue it's a little bit uppercase B. But however, the volume is towards the downside, so selling is definitely an option, and selling is definitely better than looking for buys overall. However, the only thing I wouldn't do with this profile is the fact that I wouldn't buy at the very, very lows. Okay, but I wouldn't mind taking buys midpoint because the point of control at the time was around this zone right here. So if the point of control was around this zone, I don't mind looking to sell around that point of control. I put the VWAP on the 4-hour high over here. Unfortunately, we need to get rid of some of these because there we go. Okay, it wasn't here. Point of control would have been around here. Okay, so point of control would have been around here. So price never really tapped into my VWAP. You can see here. So price went down, pushed up, never tapped into my VWAP over here, because that was my entry point, and then didn't continue down. Looking back in hindsight, I should have really entered around that weekly grid over here. Annoyingly, you can see I had a weekly zone, however I never got to enter, so it is what it is. By the way, I don't remember this trade because I never actually took it, so I never really took it into memory because it just mistrade. So yeah, there's that. For my previous Bitcoin trade, that was a long time ago. I think this is my first time trading Bitcoin in a month. I don't think I've traded it. Hold on, let me check.
Mark, someone had question. How did you get your volume to your right side?
Oh, I already explained it.
Okay.
Yeah. That was that was Side Cash. I explained it. Sorry, I forgot to ask Side Cash. Did you get some parts of it or no? If you're still watching. But yeah, Bitcoin, I'm still looking overall bullish, sorry, for the continuation to the upside. But yeah, we'll wait and see. JP put me on the spot there. I haven't prepared my previous Bitcoin trade, I can't lie, mate. We got it. Good.
That's amazing.
Oh, it's AM. I was like, what is this music you're playing? Like, I was like, since when does Elite Man play these sort of music?
Alright, that music.
Nah, man, I got my boy Elite Man on that.
GJ breakdown. Okay, yeah, I could do GJ breakdown again. I'm looking for price to continue up, but I'll show you now. All right. So first of all, on the weekly time frame, we have just broken above this grid over here. So the most recent thing that we've broken was this major low, major high over here, major low previously. Anyways, candle body rejection continue. You can see the reaction from this level right here. Very key level for me. As soon as price broke above this zone right here, on top of that, we did also break the previous high. We're creating a higher high now. I anticipated price to go up even higher and complete the grid over here on the left, which is 1.64500. However, I will say it wasn't easy to spot this grid, and it's probably not as accurate as I want it to be, because you can see the price action on the left being so choppy. This is why also I dislike trading GJ too much, because of how choppy price action has been for the past year or so. Well, past year and a half, really. Just being consolidative all the time
It's not gold.
with barely any clean candles or clean traffic to the left at all, and therefore it's really hard to trade. However, I decided this is probably the cleanest zone I could potentially look, because there is a clean candle on the left technically. You can see again mirrored the previous candle as well on the left. So somewhat clean, however too choppy really realistically. Anyways, that is still my target overall at 164,500, around that psychological level. A little bit lower, let's say 164,400, but it basically is 164,500. Okay, so as soon as we broke above this zone, you can see now I was looking for some sort of retracement to the downside and continue up. However, we didn't get much of anything for GJ, because you can see once it broke this high right here, my structure went from this low to this. Let me just get rid of this line, So my current bullish structure was this low and this high. This wasn't a major low, this wasn't a major low. So at this point I had to wait for a deep retracement down to these zones right here. Never happened, so I'm not looking for the next best thing. So the next few weeks arrived, and therefore my structure shift. You can see two consecutive bearish to the downside, two consecutive bearish candles to the downside, showing that this is now a valid higher low and a higher high. Once this level is broken, we have now created a new higher high. This is now the new higher low. So now our structure came from this level to this level, has now shifted from this level to this level. Okay, and that's why I was like, okay, now it's time to look for buys to the upside continuously. Now we have such a shorter range to look for buys for, it's a little bit easier to look for buys, because now I'm only looking from this zone to this zone rather than this, you know, double basically from this high to this high. Sorry, from this low to this high. Okay, the next thing that I looked for, again, you guys are probably gonna get used to my trading at this point, is the next daily zone that I'm looking for entry, is the next major daily high. Okay, so daily high is over here. So now this is now my entry point of interest, you could call it. I'm looking to enter around the zone, albeit with a confirmation on the lower time frames and extra confluences on the other time frames as well. However, this is going to be my main point of interest. Okay, so now we're looking at the 12-hour time frame. We look at the volume profile on the left. You can see that we have a volume void over here, right here, where price could end up going back into retesting, not finding any value, and continuing back up. So we also have a little bit of a cluster around these zones right here. So at this point, if price goes down even lower, I know as long as my stop loss is below these clusters, I have quite a safe stop loss, because I have extra confluences that could end up going in my favor the more it goes down to. Doesn't mean I'm going to be scaling in, but it does mean that my stop loss is a lot safer than normal, because again, I have many confluences that's telling me, you know what, it could go up from here, it could go up from here, it could reverse from here. So that's the positives of it. And being a swing trader, I have, you know, when I'm like wrong, I have other things that could end up going in my favor, because I have such a big stop loss. Okay, so and the next thing is the VWAP over here. So as for the VWAP, we did have the upper deviation, so the first upper deviation acting as support around this zone. So as long as it would be respected, there is a high likelihood that we could potentially continue up. And that's exactly what it did. Obviously looking back in hindsight, but at the time we were around potentially this level right here, where volume void was still here, but the more it goes down, I know it will meet at somewhere in the middle. And as long as that is respected, there is a high chance we continue up. Okay, so 4-hour time frame, let me just hide this right here. So as for the 4-hour time frame, you guys already know what I do. I put my VWAP on the low of the bullish leg, looking at, okay, where could price retrace, reject to, retrace to, whatever. On top of that, I also look at the 4-hour structure. At the time, 4-hour structure was actually still bullish. So you can see over here, this was the major low of the 4-hour time frame, this being the major high of the 4-hour time frame. So it was very, it was still valid to take buys on the 4-hour time frame still. And on top of that, my stop loss would be below the 4-hour low. On top of that, it will be also below the VWAP. So I knew it was a very, very safe stop loss. And if you guys remember, again, the the clusters was also around this zone right here. So at any point within my stop loss, it could end up reversing and go to the upside. I think that was, in looking back in hindsight, probably one of my biggest edge when it comes to this trade particularly, is where my stop loss was. Obviously, I would say there was an aspect of luck for sure. Don't get me wrong. I'm not bloody like, I wasn't expecting this to happen realistically, but I did expect that, wherever stop loss is, there is a high likelihood of reversal at any point in that space. But my entry was around this zone because you can see the 4-hour major level over here. It has just broken the daily major structure. However, on the daily time frame itself, it was still yet to close, so there was still a chance we actually continue up from there and end up rejecting it as a whole. Obviously, it was a little bit risky. If you guys remember, I was saying I'm gonna wait for a confirmation. I decided not to wait for a confirmation and just enter because I was gonna do something for that day. So I was like, you know what, screw it. But yeah, okay, so let's look at all the things that's going into our favor. So the weekly grid is going to the upside and is likely magnetized to to the next weekly grid, which is around this level. So even if it doesn't go all the way up to this level right here, even if we don't go up to this level right here, there's a good chance we do get some sort of bullish momentum, especially after breaking a major zone around this level and breaking this major low as well. So there was definitely bullish intent in this move, so at the very least we should be looking for buys. Okay, next thing is the daily time frame. So the daily time frame was bullish at this current time. We are now creating higher highs and higher lows. Very simple to see, guys. You can see over here, high, low, continue up. We are yet to make the new higher high. However, we're still in the middle of this trade, so we can expect a little potentially a higher high created, finally tapping that weekly grid over here. Okay, is there many correlations between BTC? I haven't looked at it, to be fair, yet. I'll look into it now. Okay, next thing is obviously we had this major this bullish structure that we could look to kind of, so instead of looking for buys the entire bullish trend, we can kind of minimize the area we're looking at by looking at the leg itself, because in my opinion, once the major low of the leg is broken, let's say it's a bullish trend, we could potentially now expect price to go to the downside, and we have now shifted, the direction has now shifted from bullish to bearish, and now we can expect price to continue lower. So now, because we're looking at the leg itself, we can now kind of minimize the amount of area we're looking at and almost look at it and have more of a pinpoint accuracy area to look for entries. The area I was looking at is obviously this level right here on the daily time frame. With this major high being created, I did expect this being a major zone for price to reverse from. Obviously, in this case, this wasn't the reason why I won the trade. Come on, it did break, you can see. So price did break this zone. Looking back in hindsight, this isn't the reason why I won the trade, but still, it was still a key zone for me to look at, to kind of give me not a direction, but a plan going into trading and looking at a specific area to look for an entry. Okay, so the next thing is 12-hour time frame. So as I said, another thing that's going with our trade is the fact that it respected this upper deviation of VWAP. It's acting like basically a dynamic support for price to continue up. So again, another thing added onto our confluence. The next thing is again the volume profile over here. There is a gap that we could end up not having any value towards the downside, and if that's the case, we can expect a massive rally to the upside. So yeah, that's that. Next thing is 4-hour. 4-hour was also bullish in terms of structure, so looking for buys, not bad. So we can start looking for buys. Also, just to let you guys know, if you guys are confused, I didn't count this as a new high because we were still in this range right here. So anything between this range right here is nothing, right? Until we break the low or break the high, anything between this range has nothing to do with structure, in my opinion. Obviously, we could call it microstructure, but basically this is how it works, right? So we're looking highs, lows, highs, lows. Anything between this low right here means nothing to us, because at this point, we're still in the middle of this high, this low and this high, until we start to break above, and now we have a new structure formed. Obviously, when going back into it, we could potentially look for these levels as retracement points, like this one could end up using as retracement points. But still, as it currently stood over here, it didn't mean anything to me. Okay, cool. So yeah, and then On top of that, we also had the view app as well over here that price could reject too, and then another view app as well. So loads of confluences going to my favor at that point. And we also had a session volume profile where POC cluster was around my entry point if it loads. You can see 2 POCs perfectly lining up around this zone right here. So as even price goes down, there is a good chance we do reverse up. Okay, so that is basically what my thing looks like. That's my GJ. It's my GJ trade anyways. I'm just looking for potential hindsight extra confluences that I could potentially add in future. As of right now, I don't see much of anything. Yeah, I don't see much of anything here. Okay, cool. So there's my GJ trade for you. Is there any correlation with BTC and you? Let's look at.
Where your stop loss is at moment in CJ?
Oh, where's my stop loss currently? Oh, above the 4-hour view.
Yeah.
Sorry, around above this level right here.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Why, you think I didn't secure profits?
Who knows? Who knows?
I mean, you're only up like 2%, so like it's not securing profit isn't that necessary yet. But yeah. I mean, you know, even if to my strategy, even if I don't do any risk management, I'm still profitable in the long run. I just don't want to have such a low win rate. That's why I do it. It's just for the win rate, really. I can like take a trade, leave it, and then technically, obviously, I'll lose a lot more, but you know, it still be profitable in the long run. Is there any correlation with BT? Let's find out. Let's find out. All right. Look at the daily time frame. Look at Euro USD. I'm pretty sure there isn't much unless there is major news coming up. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. I mean, it's been bullish, so this has been bullish, right? Oh, damn. This has been bullish right now. However, there has been a shift towards the downside. You can see here, and this has been bullish. However, there's no shift yet.
Seems like Mark, you are happy.
What? Happy?
Seems like you are happy.
Why am I happy?
Because it's gonna be down. It's going down.
Oh no, this is EU right here. This up here is EU. The one, the line chart is EU.
Okay.
And this is Bitcoin. I don't trade BTC. Oh, bro, it's such a fun thing to trade. I can't lie to you.
Trade is too big.
It is very fun to trade. I mean, it's not actually as expensive as you guys think. The spread is massive, though. I think right now my spread's 900. So, like, 90 pips or so. Insane. But 40k would be a nice target, but buys from lower. 40k? You're thinking 40k? Nah, hell no. Hell no. I'm not.
7,000 or 100.
If you think it's going to 40k, you might be right, but I would not want it to go to. I'm still trying to. I mean, I'm buying right now, but I'm still wanting to sell it to the ground until it doesn't recover ever again. Bear in mind, I'm holding BTC. I just don't want it to recover ever again.
Why you are so mean about BTC?
I just don't think it's a very good currency. That's all it is. Buys from 20k or double bottom. No, I honestly think it's thinking it's like 12k and then probably start to push up, but eventually. I've heard it a lot though, but I don't completely agree with it. People are saying it's either going to be a million or a zero. That's it. That's what BTC is. I don't think so. I think there will be some sort of value for Bitcoin, but I don't think it's as valuable as people going to think it is. I think this whole like thing right here, and this could age like milk, right? How you doing, man? How you doing, Chris? This what's it called? This take could age like milk. But I don't think it's getting any higher than 70,000. If you guys want to like clip it and then make me rewatch it 100 times when it does be on 70k, then so be it. But I don't think it's being 70k.
Whenever that shit's at 120,000, I'm just gonna put that shit on the auto loop.
That's fine. But if it reaches 0, you give me everything, bro. Everything. You give me all your Bitcoin. Bitcoin.
Joke's on you. I have no Bitcoin.
Well, if it goes to 0, they'll be useless anyway. So I'll be like, oh, okay then. Thanks, bro. Thanks for transferring me. Nada.
I'll just mail you some pocket line.
Yeah. Hey, finished a job tonight, so I had to do some cleanup. Oh, nice. Okay, no worries. No, sounds good. You going for another site next then? After this, a new site. Oh, still the same site. Again, I'm still pretending I know how it works, and I don't think I'll ever know how it works, but I'll try to give it a go, like understanding it. Yeah, just down the road. Oh, perfect. Nice. That works for you. You don't have to travel as far. That red line at sub 20 looks like a good buying area for BTC USD. Oh wait, I don't know. I'm doing that. There you go. Yes. Yes, I agree.
What are those fair? Wait, you're looking at gold. Go back.
Gold? Hell no. Look at BTC, bro. I'm not looking at gold, bro. You know that. Nah, so this level right here, so if we do something like this, right, then I'll be more into, once we take the highs out, and then I'll be looking for buys, continuous buys. But if we fail to make a high and then we continue down, then that's what I'll be looking for. Sells all the way back down to 12.5, maybe even 10,000. I still want to be able to like catch the highest point in the current cycle, and try to catch this like massive behemoth of a move over here. There's something like this. This would be a sick trade to have. I know it's not as much, like 32%. It's good, but like considering Bitcoin crashed, it's not that good. But still, this trade would be insane. Yeah, go for it, man. Any question is welcome. Please do ask questions. Look at gold again, man. Okay.
Yeah, do the gold.
Gold sells. That's all I gotta say, bro. Gold sells, and it'll happen.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I missed a trade on gold last time. It's quite annoying. It literally just missed my my thingy, but yeah, it is what it is. I miss trades a lot, to be honest. You guys are hearing me say that a lot. The reason why I miss trades is because I get the target right, but timing the market is a lot harder than you know
who didn't miss that trade.
Oh gosh.
You already know the big one and only, the only AM. Back at it again with another banger.
Okay, I hear people talking about having an edge in the market. But what is an edge and how to have one? Okay, so obviously that's a two-part question, so I'll try to answer it in parts. So first of all, how to have an edge is having like knowledge that you can, or like knowing something specific about a market where it repeats over and over again, is having an edge, and having almost like almost like a checklist going into a trade. And then being able to follow that is also having an edge, as long as it's a profitable one. It's an edge. Okay, so how to have one is, first of all, you have to have a knowledge. Okay, have knowledge in the market. You have to learn what actually moves the market, what actually happens in the market, and look for any patterns or anything that you can see over and over and over again. And then testing that, making sure that it has some sort of, it's more probable to work than it isn't. And then being able to execute it time and time again perfectly. That is what having an edge is. So, for example, let's say, okay, very simply, okay, I don't agree with the statement I'm about to say, but anyways, I'm going to give you an example. So, for example, you see a head and shoulders and you spot it over and over and over again. Oh, a deal. We'll talk about that later. Okay, so let's say you see a head and shoulders over and over again. This is a pattern that you could potentially spot in the market time and time again. Okay. However, you can't just say, "Oh, this pattern's gonna work and I'm gonna trade it." You have to test it. Okay. Being able to test this strategy, this specific pattern, will give you that edge, because now you know exactly how often it works, how often it doesn't work, what could your risk to reward potentially be, or what's your average risk to reward with this trade, and then and being able to actually see it. No, not temporary, unfortunately. And being able to spot it. Where was I? I forgot where I was gonna go. But okay, let me show you my edge. Again, I'll take any chances I can to show it, but here's my edge and my trading. Okay, and this is how I created it. So how I got about doing this took a long time. Okay, because when I first blew my first FTMO account, my whole perspective in trading shifted. Because before I was using I was just analyzing the charts, not knowing the exact percentage, thing or anything that, to do with my strategy. I thought I had a strategy, but realistically, I was just trying to read the chart and that's it. I think that's important. However, it's also important to have data to back your reading. So what I did was I went back into the basics and basically tested each and every part of my strategy. For example, support resistance, I tested it by itself. I tested support resistance by itself, found out, okay, what is the best support resistance? And from there, I built on from it and be like, okay, so what makes this a valid support? What makes it a valid resistance? I also took it a step further and tried to basically justify to myself and explain to myself why these support and resistance work in order for me to be able to do it. You don't have to do it, by the way. You don't have to do it like this, but I'm telling you how I managed to do it. I went about I basically explaining it to myself in order to be able to know to myself that I'll be able to see it repeatedly over and over and over again. And that way I can see the market exactly how I'll see it tomorrow. I see the markets today exactly how I'll see the markets tomorrow. That's basically how I went about doing it. And I went on Fibonacci, tested that. I went on the daily structure and tested that. Because at the time, obviously, daily structure is a little bit more subjective because, you know, looking at a line chart, yeah, it's easy to see daily structure. However, if you look at the candlesticks, okay, what makes a valid high? Okay, what makes a valid low? For example, people can mark it like this, but I would completely mark it differently. And that's how I went about doing my structure. I tested it. I saw, okay, there is an issue with with how I look at structure right now, because there's some things like things that happen like this. For example, on Bitcoin, you can see that price broke the previous low over here, but for me that doesn't fit structure because technically it broke the previous low, so therefore it should be going down. However, you can see it didn't go down, it continued rallying to the upside. Okay, so where did I go wrong, and where did I go wrong in looking at the structure? Okay, so now I'm looking, okay, oh wow, okay, this one didn't have 2 consecutive candles towards the downside. Maybe that makes it an invalid lower high, a higher low, and therefore it shouldn't be counted as a major support. So now my structure became from this to now this. So it went this low, this high, this low. So at this point, sorry, I missed that. At this point, no major low has been broken, and therefore, and also this is a little bit too low. Okay, so no major low has been broken, and therefore it's still valid to go to the upside. So I had to test that, and I had to find that out myself. Next thing is VWAP. So I looked at the VWAP, increased my knowledge on what volume actually is and how to use volume into the market. What indicators can I be using to actually have volume? And that's the only indicator I use, by the way, is just volume, basically. And so on and so forth, what liquidity grab is, and that. And then what I did was tested them individually before adding them into my main strategy. Once I know they have an edge in themselves, I am more than happy to add them onto my strategy, because I know every single little thing I add onto my strategy has some sort of an edge. So now I even test them individually till this day, just as a whole. Okay, so for example, you can see when it comes to these support resistance, right? I test them individually. Okay, what is the likelihood of them working out? Cool, that's what I'm looking at. And then bullish or bearish types of candle. So the previous weekly candle, does it have an effect on whether I win or lose the market? Okay, so if I'm going with the trend, let's say I have a bullish trade and the previous weekly candle is bullish, I have a 66% chance of winning it. It's better than a 50% chance, basically, right? So that's an edge. And then the daily retracement again. So if I look at a 38.2 retracement rather than a, let's say, 78.6 retracement, I have a higher chance of winning a 38.2 retracement. So maybe what I'll do in the future is, if I am very unsure about a trade and there is a 61.8 and a 38.2 retracement, I'll only take the trade at a 38.2 retracement. Why do I do that? Because I have data to find out and really justify what I'm doing. Next thing is over here. You can see the VWAP, over all the VWAP stats as well. You can see here. Oh. Okay, I choked. Alright, and then over here you can see maybe I won't ever look at a second upper deviation of resistance anymore, because it looks like it has a negative edge. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at. And basically this is what an edge is. You have statistics and you have data that you know that you are more likely to win than you are not to lose. In conclusion, in summary. I said a lot there without saying a lot of things. That's insane. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. Yo, is that trading Euro I hear, or?
No way.
Oh no, it's Calum. I was like, yeah, well, the Yo sounded American, bro. The Yo sounded American, I can't lie.
Marlon, is it trading Euro? Oh no, it's Caleb. Yes, I'm right.
No, I said, oh no, it's Calum. That's what I said. It's not, oh no, it's Calum. Oh gosh. Oh,
Yeah,
no, I meant like, oh, I got it wrong. It's Calum.
are you?
Apologies, bro. Apologies. I didn't mean to offend you by calling you Euro.
It's cool. How are you?
I'm not bad, mate. I'm not bad. Who asked the question? Atby, I hope that answered some parts of your question. If you have any more, actually, I can't say that anymore because it's not free. The group's not free anymore. But I was gonna say, if you have any more questions, feel free to join the group. But yeah, no, it's you can still join the group. Don't get me wrong, but it's no longer free, unfortunately.
Mark, we had
Where's
a
Aaron?
question.
Who?
Would you not say the 1846 on cold is liquid pool waiting to get grabbed?
1846. Let's find out.
Where's the boy AM at?
Oh, he was here earlier. Okay, so I mean, you can say it's relatively equal highs, yeah, for sure. Yeah, you could definitely say that. You can argue that. Is whether it's waiting to be grabbed? Yeah. Okay, so if you look at in ICT concepts, for sure. Okay, because there's a few things going in towards your favor. So there is a fair value gap above this relatively equal highs, making this fair value gap even like so valid. Okay, so if price goes up here, grabs the liquidity, and then goes into this fair value gap, now you're looking for a good trade. However, because it's not part of my strategy, I'm not going to look at that too in depth. However, now that you've mentioned it, I'll probably be looking at it. My main entry will be 1836. If we ever end up breaking above 1844 and finish above this level on a daily time frame, I won't even be looking for sells anymore. I start looking for buys. So if this level gets hit, I won't even be looking for sells personally, and I'm looking for a continuation up. That's my answer to you with that one. It may not. Okay, so what? Yeah, ideally I want to see rejection from the. Oh, that's for you, isn't it? Yeah, that's for you. No worries, man. I got you. Who's in the Discord now? So it's it's thingy. Where's Caleb gone? Caleb, you disappeared, mate.
Yep, he did.
All right, but yeah, those are my. Understandable. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have everything in my edge, so I can only like I can obviously help you with that, try to comment it, but you know, it's a decent little setup, because again, if you trade ICT especially, yeah, this is a good setup for you. I'll get on the lower time frame again soon, but being too busy to pay attention. That's why I like go on higher time frames, by the way, new, is because again, I can do other things on top of trading. Especially when running the group and creating these like certain things and stuff and whatnot. I'm so glad I'm on a higher time frame. Yeah,
that's very good.
I mean, obviously you could do lower time frame and like set aside like 1 or 2 hours of the day, but for me, I don't think opportunities can happen at any given time. So I think if you're only looking at 1 to 2 hours, it kind of hinders it. Once price hits my interest levels, then I do. Yeah. I mean, my lowest time frame currently is 1 hour, but I am looking at potentially going down to 30. I'm wanting to get more info into volume. Nice. Yeah, volume is a great tool, because I don't know. I think volume is almost like the lifeline of any market, right? So I think volume is such an important thing. And if you can see if there's sorry, carry on.
Go on.
No, after you.
Carry on.
After you.
Okay. Well, I assume if the call gonna break the 1813.79 around there, then it's possible it's going to up.
Potentially.
But so far it's ranging.
Potentially, I see what you mean.
Between 1813.79 to 1807.90.
Nice.
For me, it seems like that.
Yeah, for sure. And I think, okay, so when it comes to volume, right, there's one thing I'll let you guys know now. A little secret, I'm looking at a volume currently. If you want to test it yourselves, fair enough. But I haven't personally tested it fully yet, so it may or may not be valid. But anyways, I'll show you guys anyways. All right. So, okay. So what I'm looking at currently is the relationship between big volume candles. Okay, so like this and like candlesticks and how big the candlesticks are. Okay, so basically, if there is a not equal amount of like, so let's see the volume does not equal or represent the amount of movement in the market, then at that point, that does say movement, by the way. Let me let me text it instead. So if the volume does not equal to the movement in terms of candlestick length, to me there is a bit of an irrationality in the market, and that's what I'm looking at currently. Okay, so the irrationality in the market. So for example, right, where can we find a decent example over here? Oh, actually, I have a PDF to show you guys. Is it over here? Is it hypothesis? I'm pretty sure I put it on hypothesis 9. Yeah, here we go. Alright. So I'll show you guys. Alright, so basically is what I'm looking at. You can see the volume over here is very small. Right? Over here, this candle, this bullish candle right here, is very small. Sorry, very big, yet the volume is very small. And the other side over here, this candlestick is smaller than this candlestick over here, yet the volume is a lot bigger. It's more than almost double. Okay, so at this point, I'm seeing a bit of an irrationality in the market, and I'm saying, okay, it seems like bulls want to go up, yet they're unable to do so. So what could this mean? What could this mean in the market? Now I'm thinking potentially a reversal could occur in the market where it shows that buyers are starting to become more and more exhausted, and we can start to look to the downside. So at this point, you can see this is the entry point I'm looking at right here, and it goes down from there. And the funny thing is, it kind of happened exactly the same way over here, where you can see the previous candle over here is massive, yet the volume is relatively small. And you can see the candlestick here is small, yet the candlestick is massive. You can see a reversal to the upside. Interestingly, that's what I'm spotting right now. That's basically what I'm looking at. I am currently testing it. So if you want to think of it as, so basically how I'm thinking of it is basically there is an uneven amount of, hold on, let me fix this. There is an uneven amount of output. There is too much input but not enough output, so therefore there is an irrationality in the market, and therefore I'm starting to see some sort of effect from that happening. And how I tend to look at it in terms of like almost like, let's say, call it physics. Okay, so think about, you have a mountain. Okay, in a mountain, the higher up you go, right, the more energy you exert into actually going up. However, you actually go up a lot smaller. You don't go up as high anymore because it's taking too much energy, taking too much toll. I don't know if you guys ever hiked a mountain, but that's what happens. And eventually, obviously, there will be a point where there is a massive amount of volume, yet there is no movement at all. And therefore, that could be the sign of the peak of the mountain where you could start to go back down again. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Again, it's just a theory for now, but for anyone that's watching right now, you guys get a sneak peek of what I'm looking at currently. And if you guys are in the group, you guys will get what's it called? A rundown of everything anyways, once I finished my my testing. You guys will see everything. Cause yeah. You guys need to, you know, and you gotta help you guys somehow. Gotta provide value to you guys somehow, you know?
Indeed, indeed.
So that's what I'm looking at currently. And that's the volume analysis I'm currently looking at. Because normally my volume analysis is volume by price. Now I'm currently looking at volume by time, because I haven't mastered volume by price yet, but I know a lot more volume by price than I do volume by time, so I kind of want to balance it out a little bit. Basically, that's basically it. All right, so let's look at the daily time frame for gold. Still pretty decent. GJ, how we looking? How we looking? Meh. It's meh. It's meh.
Gold's more than decent.
Gold's more than decent, bro. Gold's dead.
Gold is insane at that moment.
Gold is dead in the water, bro.
Gold is empathy.
Trade Bitcoin if you're big. If you're big, trade Bitcoin. You won't.
I don't want to trade Bitcoin.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Why not?
Cause I'm a one trick. I'm a gold fucking one trick. I'm like Mark whenever he finally starts being able to aim.
One trick Yoru, yeah? One trick Yoru.
You need?
Is that me?
Nah, bro. Nah, you need to one trick fucking brimstone.
You need to trick something. You need to trick one thing. You need to get a trick first before you get a one trick. You know what I mean? You need to get good at the game. That's what it is.
I'm telling you, bro. Play brimstone. You'd be fucking him.
Nah, Brimstone's dead.
Nah, bro. That's your. You know how many times that brimstone allows you to do stupid shit?
Yeah. Yeah, so can
Yeah,
so can Thingy. What's the name? The fast one. I forgot her name already.
Jet?
Hmm. No. The other one,
Neon?
Neon. Yeah, Neon.
No, not your Neon.
No, my
Not-
Neon's one trick, bro. I'm telling you. You guys don't know, it's because I streamed. Well, I didn't. I did a private stream for on the group for Valorant. And then AM was watching, and he was basically trying to coach me because he's good and I'm not. That's why. You know what? That's what makes bad people great. What?
Coach me on the market, so I gotta.
Yeah, I'll coach you in the markets for sure, bro. But you can't blame me for losing though.
Of course, you're gonna
No, I gotta blame.
pay
I'm
me.
blaming James, bro. He already fucking promised me.
So come on, Mark. What do you mean, come on? What do you mean, come on? What make you? Oh, you guys want me to play Val? What? Nah. You're good. I don't want to embarrass myself. Oh, what happened to a deal? Oh, okay. Okay, so, I'll talk to you. You're not gonna be on private. Let's see. He just wanted to work on his own, basically. Work on his own stuff. That's all. That's basically it. I'll give you more info later on. I'll send you a DM and stuff, but he just wanted to work on his own, man. That's all it is. Actually, I have an announcement on Discord if you want to look at it. There's an announcement over here, all the way back here when over here. Is he still trading though? I don't know if he is or not. I don't know, to be honest. I have been spoken to him, but we don't talk about work anymore. We're still friends. Don't get me wrong, by the way. We're still friends. There was no bad blood between us. We were literally in the car together for an hour and a half. We're just talking, but we just weren't talking about like trading and stuff like that. Just talking about life in general.
Yeah, right. Probably you guys fighting here.
Like 2 pieces. This is my last resort. Where did that come from, man?
I have no clue, but you're talking about the more
depressing stuff, like.
Either that or fucking bring me back to life. Hey, nah, that shit was peak Black Ops days, bro.
Black Ops. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm gonna be hated. I'm gonna be hated so much. But I started playing Call of Duty. What's it called? Advanced Warfare. So it's actually still is my favorite Call of Duty to this day. Is Advanced Warfare. Just to let you guys know. Not Black Ops. I mean, I like Black Ops 3. I love Black Ops 2. But my favorite is still not because it's a good game, just because the nostalgia behind it for me is a lot.
You mean getting fucking speakeasied around every corner?
Well, I had all of them, so I couldn't care less, mate. I had the Obsidian Steed speakeasy. I had like the what's it called, the HBR3 or whatever.
I was literally forced just to be because I played that game comp. It's like whenever I was doing GB and shit, I was just forced to like only use the fucking Obsidian Steed in pub matches because that was the only one I could use. I couldn't use AS50 or ASNR50, whatever the fuck it's called.
No, good.
I couldn't use it. Like I could not get the speakeasy to save my life.
Nah, the Obsidian Steed was good. Why are you using guns like what's it called, variant guns on pubs, bro? Why are you pub smacking, bro? Why are you just like?
Because
just use
everybody else is using the fucking Obsidian, dude. It's annoying whenever I get the first shot on them. I don't miss a single bullet, and they kill me because they have Obsidian Steed. No, I'm good. If you can't beat them, join them.
Hey, look. To be fair, I still enjoyed it regardless. I think it was a good.
It was a good game for sure.
I think I think obviously they needed to do something new, or else COD would have died then and there. If they just kept going with boots on the ground, they would have died then and there, and then everyone would have been like, "Oh well, it's a good run." But they prolonged it a little bit, at least like 5 years, because everyone started hating on the whole jump boost. They're like, "We want boots on the ground again."
They said, "Oh, motherfuckers getting too technical for you."
No, it was because the skill gap increased. That's why.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Man. Like, motherfuckers getting too damn technical for you.
Connor's been dead for years. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong, though. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I still enjoy playing it sometimes, though. I can't lie. Still enjoy it.
I like playing like prop hunt and shit.
Right now, I'm on the Apex grind. I mean, I haven't been on an Apex grind for a long time, but if I was to go back into gaming, I'd be on the Apex grind, trying to get that Predator badge. You know what I mean? What? Pause.
Bro,
Wait a minute. Don't ban me, YouTube. 1 second.
What?
Pause.
No, ain't no pause in that one, fella. What you mean by that?
What did he say?
What did you say?
I haven't played COD so long. Elite 9, you don't like war games, bro. Damn, I was hard stuck diamond in Apex.
Bro,
I playing the squad, I playing the EU4, I play
I love all
Y4.
types of games. I mainly play fighting games.
I want to play Tekken against you, to be honest. I button smash, and I'm like, okay, I win.
You do not want to play Tekken against me.
My intuition is good to remember, buddy.
No, I'm telling you that is like I'm letting you know as man to man right now. That is not the smoke that you
man
want,
to man,
bro.
mentor to student don't want the smoke, bro. Trust me. In this case, right here, I'm gonna say this right here.
Seems
like,
people wanna go
bro,
to
like
them.
we can play anything else, you know, and I'll just say, yeah, okay, maybe. But Mortal Kombat and Tekken, that is not the problem you want, bro.
It's not the smoke you want. Nah, to be honest, I'll play 2 games with you and I'll probably throw my controller. That's fine. I don't care. I'd be like, yeah, it was a fun game. It's a fun game. Ooh, before you get off this, explain how you trade again real quick. Yeah, for sure, man. Okay, I'll try to break this down real quick. And I'm not going off the stream yet. It's calm. Before you get off the stream. I've got till 9:30, but I'm gonna be playing chess at 9 o'clock. So yeah, practically off the stream. Practically off the stream there. All right, so I first look at the higher time frames to see where price have been and where price could be headed. Okay, so this is what I call the weekly grid. Okay, the weekly grid basically shows me, okay, what has price broken any major levels, and after price has broken a major level, it tends to go to the next major zone. That's what I call a grid, and it tends to complete it on the weekly. All right, for example, right here, if you want to put it simply, once price broke below above this support right here and this resistance right here, price was very likely to reach the next zone, which is here. The same thing as price broke below this major zone right here. Now we can expect price to continue to the next zone, which is here, right? That's basically what the weekly grid means. It's something that I can't really teach someone. Well, AM knows it now, but it's more like you need to practice with it and you get better at it over time. You can ask AM about it. He's very good at weekly grids now.
It's because I'm Timothy.
Yeah, well, I guess. Yeah. The next thing is I look at the daily structure. So the daily structure allows me to double check the direction. Okay, so the weekly gives me a direction and a target, whereas the daily confirms that direction for me and basically shortens my area of interest. Okay, so for the weekly time frame, if I don't have the daily time frame, I'm only looking at, let's say it breaks over here. It breaks over here. Then I have all of these things that I have to think about, and I wouldn't be able to think where exactly I want to time the market at, and I don't know where the level I'm looking at. However, if I go on a daily time frame, it gives me the direction, it gives me the daily leg currently, and therefore I can kind of shorten the amount of area I'm looking at when looking to trade, and therefore my timing is a lot easier. Because obviously, as I said, getting the direction of the market is easy, it's timing it. And therefore, I need to keep looking at the lower time frames to basically help me time it more accurately. So as of right now, if you look at the for gold, we have the daily leg over here being bearish. And what I'm looking for is the next zone over here, the next major zone for some sort of pullback into. That's what I'm looking at, and that will help me time the market because I know exactly where I'm looking at entering the market. Okay, next thing is 12-hour time frame. This is now where most of my indicators pop out and come to play. So the first thing I use is a monthly view app. The reason why I use a monthly view app, it gives me a whole overlook of the whole month, and it gives me where exactly at one point in each price is volume the highest and which is the lowest. Or where's there no volume at all. So it helps me again time the market and helps me know where I should be looking at to enter. So for example here, if price goes up to here, right here, then I know I should be entering around this level right here on top of my daily zone as well. Gives me an extra confluence. The next thing is the volume profile on the right, as you like to say. Again, it shows me where traders are at, where traders have been, and where I could be looking to enter my trades. Very simple. Next thing is 4 hour. I look at the structure on the 4 hour to see if anything has changed on the lower time frame where I should be a little bit more hesitant to enter. Let's say I'm looking at a daily time frame, it's bearish, yet the 4 hour has now just turned bullish. Doesn't mean I'm going to completely disregard the trade. However, I'll be a bit more wary, and therefore I might be a little bit more aggressive with my risk management because I know the 4 hour is now bullish. If the 4 hour is now bullish, it could be the early signs of a reversal on a daily time frame, and therefore I need to be a little bit more wary. Okay. Next thing is I look at the 4 hour VWAP. So the 4 hour VWAP for me, when you hear a 4 hour VWAP, it's technically a daily VWAP because it's anchored to the daily high or the daily low, depending on the direction of daily time frame. So if the daily is bearish currently, what I'm looking for is for the sorry, let's say it's bearish. I'm looking at the daily high and anchoring my VWAP there. It shows me throughout this entire move where is the highest volume and where could I be entering. Again, exactly the same as the other VWAPs. And lastly, I don't talk about it much because it's a little bit too in-depth, and I'm not going to talk about in-depth today. I'm going to give you a summary. Is I look at the session volume profile to see where at what point do traders in each session like to trade, and like the area they like to trade at, and where they could potentially be going. And I also look at the weekly VWAP as well over here. However, I don't talk about too much because when it comes to forecasting, which you guys will see me do a lot, the price actually changes way too much, each session. So there's not one clear-cut answer that I can tell you straight off the bat and ahead of time. It has to be on the spot kind of analysis with this one. So there's how I am trading. That's you call it an edge. That's my strategy. That's my plan when it comes to trading. And that was basically it. Just to give you a quick summary though, I'm bearish on gold, I'm bearish on euro dollar, I'm bullish on GJ at the moment, I'm bearish on US 30, I may end up being bearish on GU eventually, I'm bullish on Bitcoin. What's up, James? How you doing, bro? Welcome back. So there you go. There's my I think if you guys want to find out more, obviously there's a group. Trading in 2 minutes, tada. Yeah, there you go, exactly, trading in 2 minutes. So all you guys want to do now is just copy that exact same thing. But don't make it like retail though, because if it turns retail, then my strategy stopped working. I don't want that because I have to find another one, and that's effort. Oh, it's alright. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Appreciate you for appreciating it. Do you know what I mean? Appreciation. What did he say?
I forgot my mic was muted because I was thumping.
You were thumping.
Look at, yeah, James.
Oh, you were roasting James before you were talking. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's the next level of hatred. That is.
Where you at, James? Got kidnapped by the Taliban?
Oh, bro. That you can tell us so we can run it to the ground. Please don't use my strategy to the ground.
You know what, though? That's like the craziest get back that anybody could ever have.
What?
Like, if you just really don't fuck with somebody, bro, just start leaking their strategy.
I can do that to all of you in the group. I know everyone's strategy. You're about to... Nah, I'm joking. It doesn't work. You need a lot of people to look at it, though. You need loads of people to, like...
That's fine. Marketing's a hell of a drug.
Marketing's a hell of a drug. That's crazy. Because cases I'm investigating... Oh, damn. Being caught for the past 2... Nah, James got caught. James got caught for insider trading, bro. I'm telling you. That's why he's in court right now.
Yo,
that's what Reddit's for.
They say, yo, what's up with that algorithm that she was showing up?
What's up with that insider trading you're doing there, James? Huh? What are you saying? The cult, bro. Yeah, that's what Reddit's for. Please, don't clip it. Nah, jokes. I'm not too scared that my strategy turn retail. I don't think the average person will be able to understand what I'm doing with the markets anyways, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to sound like, but it's a lot more complex than a typical support and resistance strategy. So I think they'd much rather copy that than mine, honestly. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Dude, nah, bro. People that just go straight off fucking People like just go straight off fucking support. This is crazy.
Be careful what you say, bro. There might be people in a few groups that are doing support resistance only.
Bro, At least look at the price a little bit, bro.
Nah, no need to look at the price, bro. Price action is... Nah, I'm joking. Price action is very important. If you trade price action, you know what? More power to you, buds. For me, I don't look at price action too much. I do look at price action, to be honest.
Or you can just cop out and just do grid trading.
Grid trading?
Yeah, just cop out. Buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell.
Nah, I won't say
one of these got to win.
Buy, sell.
News trading? Yeah, you can do news trading. Fundamental trading is a plausible way. But yeah. And news trading is hard, though, I can't lie. I'm trying to learn more about fundamental right now, because I'm making a PDF about fundamental. So, like, oh, bro, there's so much that goes into it. I'm trying to make it as basic. I'm trying to make the fundamental, like, PDF basic, though, so it's not as confusing. As you guys saw, all the PDFs I do is mostly for beginners at the moment, but I'm eventually trying to move it up, more and more intense for people that are more experienced, so they're actually able to use it. But right now, I'm trying to make it as basic for the people that are...
You mean like the goats?
The goats, you know. Yeah, the goats. The Enigma goats. Bah.
Yeah, right. The bow's crazy.
Moo.
We have sheep in here.
Enigma cows, bro.
But yeah. So in 2 weeks, Mark, get ready to hop onto Mapex, Bucko.
2 weeks, yeah. Say less, say none. I'm updated now. Say less. I'm waiting for you, bro. I'm waiting for you. Other news. Okay, what are other news? Good news outlets other than Forex Factory? I mean, to get like up-to-date news, I think not up-to-date. Sorry, like most recent news, Forex Factory is pretty good. It's pretty up there. But in terms of like news that may already been occurred, but still potentially still in, you know, or like news that could end up impacting other news, you have to search that up yourself. There's not one specific news source. However, if you want to look at commitment of traders data, COT, which is a lot of you know, which is where basically retail traders are at, where commercial companies are at, and non-commercial traders, so like as in institutions and banks and stuff, where they're at. Go on Tradestar, I think it's called, and it's pretty good. Old news, bro, you just gotta search it up and just hope it's a reputable source, to be honest. Right now, I don't have an actual...
Wikipedia.
I don't have a... Oh, gosh. I don't have a system for finding reliable news at the moment. It's a good way to... It's a good thing to have. I haven't really focused on fundamentals as of till, like, last month, though. So, there's that. I'm not the expert in fundamentals. I'll tell you guys that now. Personally, I think news trumps all. I think to some extent, I think you're right. I think news gives the market a reason to move, or like it gives you the inherent value of a market, right? That's what it gives you, a value. So with news, it gives you context of, okay, where is price? Where should price actually be according to this, and this, and this? It won't give you an exact number, like, you know, price action or technical analysis, but it will give you that direction and whether it's overvalued or undervalued. By that I mean, yeah.
Or help break the channel, or
help you break. Yeah, you get your buyers and sells from support resistance. That too, for sure. It does give you that. It gives you the reason to move as well. But yeah, so what you could do is, obviously, as fundamental traders, what you could potentially do, and what I've been researching is, you can look at, okay, so with these data points, so when unemployment is this, and this, and this in history, the price point was this. However, now that the data is exactly the same as today, or, you know, albeit with a little bit of a difference, the price seems to be the market seems to be way overvalued. So therefore, we could potentially start to look to go to the downside because of it. That's basically it. That's how I see of news. Obviously, that's very basic knowledge, and I'm sure a lot of you guys see that as common sense, but for those that didn't, there you go. Okay, elite man catching corruption and fraud. There are only 13 experts. I mean, damn. James, a busy boy. If you guys want to see a real hustler, that's James is right here, boys. Oh, look what time it is, boys. You wanna play Tetris or chess? A or B? Tetris or chess, boys?
Yes.
Chess, okay. You sure you guys don't want me to
Like usually, we are not gonna change that.
You guys don't want me, you guys don't want me to show off in Tetris, yeah? I'm elite at Tetris. You guys don't understand. There you go, I'm inviting you.
Not fast, you know Tetris, bro. I'm trying.
Not the Tetris! Not the Tetris!
You know what I'm trying to see.
You're trying to see Tetris?
No, bro. You already know what I'm trying to see.
You're trying to see James come on the stream and show the trading bot live and the code.
No,
James currently probably at like work though.
Valorant.
Make sure he doesn't jump out the window, Barack.
No, Shouty just muted.
Excuse me? You're breaking into a
FTMO.
best not be Enigma trading group.
Oh, see, GG, bro. This man James is out here with malicious intent. I knew
I'm
it.
telling you, man. I'm telling you. Oh, I know what you're trying to do. I know what you're trying to do here, bucko.
You
He's
see
out here,
what?
yeah.
I got better trust.
That's the yellow fish opening move. What? What did he say?
You see what?
It's not my fault he grabbed the gun.
Are we gonna do this shit?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely. You just go and leave your queen right there, buddy. Just leave it. You don't need it anyways. It's unnecessary for you
That's
to move it.
unpredictable.
It's very rude of you, in my opinion, to be honest, but...
That's crazy. You might as well just fucking sacrifice the
Hell no.
bishop.
Hell no. Hell no, hell no, hell no. I ain't sacrificing nothing, bro.
All right, for sure. I'll be on
Alright.
I'll pass.
Fucking suicide bomb.
Joe ain't coming.
Yo,
Are you not
What if-
entertained? Are
what
you
if
not
this whole
entertained?
time this man's just watching the stream, looking at your every move?
Oh my gosh, I forgot that I blocked it. I can't lie. That was stupid of me, wasn't it?
No. Bro, you picked PSG. That's not fair.
You're literally France. It's fine.
This is about to be the freest win of all time.
Oh, give me those.
Oh my god.
I'm in them lanes, Joey.
I'm watching presidents playing video games. It's just voiceovers of presidents fucking playing. It's just like,
Would you mind, like... Yeah, would you mind, like, going away, please? Just gonna keep attacking you. Go away, man. Schmuck, show the office you want to buy. Hold on, let me finish the chest real quick. Calm down. Calm down, Jamal. Jeez. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh.
Holy shit!
Oh.
What's gonna happen?
Oh.
You know what to do.
Oh,
You know.
Lord.
You know.
You know what to do.
Yes.
Yeah, you know what to do. You know what to do. Do it.
Me.
Do it.
Me. You.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Go on, bro. I'll show you. I'll show you. I'll show you. It's a Milton Keynes. Why? Why are you trying to move in? Yeah. Say none. Say none. Say none. How about will I go about doing this then? So there. I guess. Oh, I didn't need to do that. That was stupid. I could have just moved this. Oh well, developed. Now I stopped this from blading getting developed. What an idiot. Oh, that was it's a bit rude of you, to be honest. Didn't need to do that one.
Is it something?
Yeah, you didn't need to move your bishop there, to be fair. Like, unnecessary. Very unnecessary.
Are you so happy now?
Not really. Very disappointed in you. What I can do though is like this. Oh my goodness, what an idiot. I misclicked. Dumbass. Like, dumbass misclicked, didn't he? Oh well, GG.
You know what's gonna happen now.
I can still win, to be honest. I can still win. It's still winnable. It's still winnable. You're going to move your pawn forward, your king pawn forward. What you're going to do is probably move it to there. And then you're going to try and... I don't know what you're going to try and do, actually. I don't know what you're doing. Don't even know anymore. I misclicked. You know what I just did? I just sacrificed my bishop for no reason. I could have castled sooner, yeah, but yeah. Any man does it all the time, I'll do it as well. Hold on. Hold on.
Good job.
Hold on, one second. Let me just. One second. Where is it still here? Is it still here?
You have time, Mark. Don't worry.
It's still here.
You're gonna buy for our house now? You're gonna do that, Mark?
Hold on 1 second. Is it still here? I
No.
don't remember whereabouts it was. No, I don't remember it was this one or the other ones.
Maybe you need
Not that one.
copy the name. No, it wasn't. It wasn't 40 something. It was pretty expensive.
Anyways, yeah, I'm not looking for an office. I'm looking for a warehouse because it gives me flexibility to like do stuff with it. So I can set up like different like, you know, areas instead of it. And plus office, from what I know, a lot more expensive than warehouses per square foot, per square feet. Sorry. Yeah, I'm looking for it right now. Looking for it. This is closer to it, but that's not it. Is it? Is it in my? No, it isn't here. No, it isn't. It's on my other laptop. Well, it's in my laptop, not on my PC. Excuse me, can you? There you go. I'll find it, maybe. Oh, might be this one. Ah, there it is. Here's this one. So it's this one. £45,000 per year. Not bad. Obviously, you need to pay bills and stuff on top of that, but... so basically, it's got different rooms. Over here, you have the main office, probably, like, where everyone's going to be at and stuff. All the computers and stuff. What I'm thinking is potentially, again, this is going to be in the future. Well, not in the future, but something you think about is having a gym in this corner right here. Nah, I didn't. Zomboid. I've been buying it. I'm like a gym in the corner somewhere, just so people can keep fit and stuff. And then, like, yeah, the kitchen's a bit dead, but there is an office upstairs where we can potentially have like some sort of like what's it called, like conference room, so everyone can have their say and stuff in one big meeting. And then yeah, again, it's quite big. It's how many square feet is it? I don't remember, but it's big. And it's enough space to really get stuff done. Again, what I'm probably going to do is probably either do it in quarters, so like each quarter have some sort of different like thing, or have it as open space so everyone can work with one another. I don't know yet. Again, that just depends. What I'm trying to do is get this down in 2 years. So I have a 2-year timeline to get them all done, all done. If I don't get it done in 2 years, I'll slow down and start to look at start to focus on my trading. That's my caveat. By the way. If I don't, let's say if I'm not ready to move, like do a whole house, like, and get a whole operation for Enigma yet in 2 years, then what I'm going to do is focus on my trading first, get it done as best as I can, and then continue with the same plan. But what I'm doing is trying to see how I can get investors involved in order to actually make it a little bit better. Make it a little bit quicker for me as well. But that means I have to sell my soul though, so I was like...
You already did that.
Imagine selling your soul.
Did you say soul?
Well, AM got involved as soon as you said soul. I've been playing it, thinking of buying it on stream. Zomboid. I haven't seen it though. Let me check. Why do you want to see it, by the way, JP? Oh, what is it?
That's game.
Help. Help. You and I need to start streaming Apex when we do start playing Apex, by the way. We'll start streaming. We'll start streaming Apex. Anyone else want to play Apex? Let us know. We'll get 3-mans going. We'll get Enigma trading. We'll get Enigma group going.
I'm telling you, bro. Like literally, like you have to like because here's my overview of the fucking server. A lot of the people that are joining are like young 20-odd like fucking men that don't know what the fuck they want to do in life, and they're playing video. If we have a fucking video game like a video game section, right, where people are like constantly interacting, playing games, like shit, even just having like a group fucking like a group Minecraft server, shit like that.
That'd be
That way,
cool.
that way they would just interact with us more, and then that would like, oh, okay, well they trade and they're able to do this and that and whatever. Like it I know how to appeal to gamers because I am a fucking major gamer, but I also have like a better work ethic than most.
Get out of silver. Listen, this is the last time stop.
That's my take on it.
No, I agree. I think having a bit of fun while trading is definitely an important thing as well. I'd say. You can't just have like just trading. Who asked you to be here then? Damn.
Huh?
No, not you. Sorry. This guy snooping in here. Okay. Now this is now free real estate.
Oh no.
Free real estate.
That's GG?
Hmm?
Is that GG?
Nah, not GG. Nowhere near. Although he is a lot. What the hell is with this porn? It's like I feel like I'm under pressure right now. You know what I mean? I can't eat any of these.
Oh
Man.
shit! What's going on, Mark?
What now? What now?
That's crazy.
What now? Huh? What now? What are you gonna do about it? Do something about it.
That is a wild.
Do something about it. Oh, okay. You did do something about it. Fair enough. Well played. Dude,
Naughty.
Oh, my ass. Okay. What if I go like this? He's gonna move up, try to take me. Probably. You can never take me alive. I'm telling you now. What I'll be doing is this. That was very rude of you. Tempting. Goodbye. What the? You lost the rook! You lost the rook!
Yeah, I was looking. I'm like, what?
You lost the rook, bro. It wasn't even that deep, man. I get if you lose a queen, then yeah, fair enough. Brother, you lost a rook. What you trying to do? Like no blunders or something? Like what's?
He said, "Hey," he said, "Nah, that's over. Pack it up."
He's like, well, that was fun. Bunda, what? Bunda. What is he? Cheeks. Bro, he's cheeks. That's still protected.
Nah, bro. I heard. I forgot what their YouTube channel name, but he said something like Bunda.
Buns, bro, buns.
Is that what Bunda? Is that what that means?
Absolutely. I don't know.
Okay. I don't know
because I can't move that because that'll be taken and this will be free for the taking. So I can't just move that. I can move that, or I can just move this forward. This is still protected. This is still protected. This is still protected. Cool. Alright, get out, queen. Suck your mother.
What is her name?
I mean, alright. Alright. Now you're just gonna push back now. You let my piece develop.
You ever played Rainbow?
Yes, I have played Rainbow.
You know what their motto is?
Nah.
Fuck, I forgot it.
Okay.
Wait, it was like outplay or some. I don't know.
I don't know, bro. I just don't know.
Hold up, like I got you.
That's what I'll do.
If I look up R6 motto, man, it pulled up motorcycle. That's crazy.
Hee tee hee. Oh, not tee hee. That's alright. What are you laughing for? You're laughing for, you're about to lose anyways. Okay, so I made your move now. I made your move now, so if you eat this, I can't take anything. If I... What I can do though is...
I can't find it, but it was like outplay or be outplayed, some shit like that. It was something about like how you can set up for the best defense, and then but the enemies could just be smarter. And yo, I swear that ad was so sick though. They were showing ass fucking defenders. All the they had castle barricading them in the fucking insight. I was like, oh brother, they barricaded all the like it's a wood fucking roof. Nobody went and grabbed latch. It's just fucking. It looked all bad. I'm like, man, this is a bunch of AI. And then all of a sudden,
these are a bunch of bots.
nah, bro. And then, but then, fucking Castle cooked, bro. Like Twitch just decided to fucking wide swing the corner and just get flopped. And then I started thinking that the defender's going to win. Nah, bro. The motherfuckers started coming through the. Bro, they just started shooting down.
I feel like I'm so defensive right now. I can't lie. I feel so defensive.
I thought they were cooking, bro. I said, oh, okay, Castle. I said, let it rain.
Your queen is awfully very forward. I think you have a very high chance of losing this queen, at some point.
Is that Mr. Beast?
Yep.
Who? This one. Honey.
Is that Mr. Beast?
Yeah, it is. Let's see what's happening with GG at the moment. We should do a chess tournament, by the way. JP isn't allowed to enter, though.
That's crazy.
Okay.
See, I don't play chess. Well, like, I know how to play chess. I haven't.
No, I can't go there.
I've been playing chess too.
Nah, JP, you're not allowed to come in, bro. Why are you chatting? Chatting mad gas right now, mate. You're not allowed in. Dickhead.
Nah, JP. peep game, bro. I'll enter
Oh
the
damn it! No,
tournament,
okay, I miscalculated.
and
Oh,
then
that's too
and
bad.
then you
That
just
is
help
too
me
bad.
every move. We'll hop in a private call. You just tell me.
Not happening.
Oh, crack. What I did do.
He said
Oh,
it's not
crack.
happening, but just beat the drip.
Sorry that. Just need to like get you out of the way. Nah, too many things, too many moves, too many moves. All right. No, that's there. That's there. What I can do though is do this. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! Who asked you to do that? Calm down, bro. Anyways. Oh damn, made a mistake. Well, not quite. Not a full mistake. Only a half one. Only a half mistake, bro. I can't go there.
Kind of stakey.
What I... You can go there and eat that. No. I'm not ready to let go of this yet. So if I go... That's gonna be eaten. So I have to sacrifice one anyways. Yeah.
That man put you in the Mangekyo.
He did. I'm on a like Tsukuyomi right now, bro. I can't even lie. My guy's really out here on a Tsukuyomi.
No, bro, I just got mixed. Hey, I got hit too, bro. Don't worry. Press
Oh
one
my
if you got
God.
mixed, bro.
Oh my goodness, bro. Nah, I mean either way, I lose this sons of.
Yeah, there's not just one night at cost here. You're literally sacrificing one. You have to grab the child.
E7. Nah. Cause you have to eat anyways, and that's that's a done out move. That that is a done out move, bro. If I go over here, that's not only is he taking that, he's taking that as well. And then this, the only way I can get out is here. If he takes with that, at that point, I mean, he's pretty stuck. But if he takes with the queen, and now he's like so close to getting me. You're losing one anyways. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to see which one it's worse. It's like better to lose than the other one. I mean, I suppose. I might as well go. Honestly, I might as well go down swinging. To be honest, that's what I'm thinking right now. I'm gonna go down swinging. I'll go down swinging, bro. At least I got one. Yeah, I was like, I'll take one at least. At the very least, I'll take one. Okay, so now you can't really move. You kind of blundered that thing there, so that's fine. All right, we're back. That was very rude of you. There was no need. Okay, cool. Oh, what? Oh, I didn't even realize. Oh, no. Okay, well, that was a blunder and a half. That was a very bad blunder. Yeah, that was a very bad blunder. I can't even lie. There's no saving that one.
And Jake Paul fought.
It was a funny fight.
Wait, did they fall?
Yeah. Well, tell me if you want to think.
You have to watch the highlights. I didn't even know that.
Finally, they collide. We are underway. So I grabbed your couple that high energy that you came to the ring.
The best one's actually here, because either you get eaten. At this point, the best thing to do is.
Oh, he's beating the shit out of him.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go aggressive now. To be honest, this guy's annoying. This guy's annoying. Hold on. If I go here, he'll have to move either here, which he's safe at. All guns blazing, yeah. At this point, I have 2 minutes left. I'm just gonna go blitz him. Watch this. Watch the next few moves, yeah.
Wait a second.
Oh
Wait.
god. Oh
Wait.
lordy lord.
Wait a fuck.
Ow! Ow!
Wait a second. I gotta go back a couple of seconds.
That's an
How
L.
the,
Oh
how
my
the fuck
god.
did that happen?
Excuse me? Excuse me? What's going on here? What are we trying to do here? What's our goal here? Oh
I'm just
gosh,
really trying to
man.
figure out.
Oh my gosh, man. I hate it. I blundered too. Very badly. He's gonna move that here. Fair enough, good pin.
No way. And we got put in a fucking sushi on me.
Take it. Take it. Take it. Take it. Take it. My god, got put in the Susano. Oh, he's going guns blazing right now, man. Guns blazing right now. If he goes here, I could still take. That's fine. If he goes here, I could still take. That's fine. Yeah, bro, he's going for it right now. He wants me dead. He wants me dead, mate. He's like, no mercy.
ESPN on YouTube for live streaming sports.
Move your goddamn bishops, bro. Oh, screw you. Screw you. No one asked for you to be here. Alright. Get back. Get back. Get back. That's fine.
Now, we kind of look for ourselves a little bit, being too strong and being too independent, just when we don't allow the guy to be God.
With animals having absolutely no ulterior motive, there's something. With animals having absolutely no ulterior motive, there's something special about the bonds between humans and animals. After a long time apart because she was deployed, a heartbreaking moment for a dog owner happened when he didn't recognize her, and even was a bit scared of her. But well, after hearing her voice, everything clicked, and it turned into an emotional and exciting reunion.
Oi. Damn. Damn.
After a bird was abandoned by its pack because he was weak, a man took the bird in and fostered it, and eventually was released to a group with other birds for adaptation. After a while, the man decided to check on the bird, and to everyone's surprise, he still remembered him. With an elephant's brain weighing over 10 pounds, it helps him store memory better than most animals. When an elephant saw the man who helped him with an injury 14 months ago, he ran towards him excited to say hi. Breaking footage to see is the state of an emaciated lion in Colombia that had depression and did not want to get up to eat. Luckily, he was found by a woman that nursed him back to health, and now sees her as a mother figure. When a man went to park studying for a while with time issues, he got very emotional when he went back, and a gosling ran towards him all excited. In a very sad turn of events, a dog named Rookie, who was raised when a woman was trying to get revenge by taking his ex's dog, he took her to court, and the judge decided to reveal who the real owner is.
Go down.
Despite some people saying that their cats don't even greet them when they come back,
Wasn't quite ready though.
Wally did not wait to hug his friend that raised him after a long time of not seeing each other.
That's fine.
In Wisconsin, a man had his dog named Chase stolen after he asked a friend to watch him while he was gone for 2 weeks out of state. And the man dedicated his life to finding his precious pooch and called every single shelter in the state until 2 years later he was able to get Chase. And it took the dog a while.
Stressing me out, man. What's stressing you out?
Was separated from the man who used to take care of her. She saw him from a distance and sprinted towards him to greet him. And adorable.
It really is stressful, bro. Bro, it's the stressy stress.
Despite not being able to hang out in months, this is Jim hanging out with his buddy at the Urban Wildlife Center. Perhaps one of the crazy stories is from Jin Jin the Penguin.
Why does this guy love to fight?
Swim around
Like, why can't we just sprint? You had a set. Yeah, I know. I apologies. Apologies.
Weeks or months at a time. Walk way back to Mr. Disso.
I blew it.
Seen it, right? Like you can't name 3 better shows. Boondocks, I think 3 better cards. The Boondocks is that shit. Oh, that. If you had the ability to do what he did, you do it. If you could just send a random, if you're.
Oh, that's GG, isn't it? No, it's not. No, not quite.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, wrong one, bro. Oh no, stream's done. JP, sorry, mate. Can't play chess. Sorry.
That's crazy. Nah, hey JP. To be honest, bro, he said he was telling me the other day that you're. He said your chess mid.
Chess, mid. Demeanor, mid.
No hoes, no bitches. You drive a Honda Civic.
Your fit, ass. Your demeanor, ass. That's crazy. Oh, that's crazy. Why? I thought the stream. Well, I'm trying to finish this game. You know what I mean? It's like, it's only right. It's only right to finish the game.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Alright, it's 4:30. I'm about to go to bed.
Alright, see you in a bit. See you in a bit. What did you do? Oh. Teehee. Ah! Not good. Not good. Come on, just finish me already, and like, I get it. You won. Do you know what I mean? It's fine. 2-all. Definitely lost my concentration halfway through. Oh, GJ flying, boys. Making moolah. Let's go. Up 2.3%. Lovely stuff. Alright. What happened next? When? At what point? Can I put them into check though? Here. Oh, okay, here. And then would. Oh, right. Good point. Good point here. And then after I do this, if I eat him, he'll just eat my rook anyways. Oh, I won. Yay! I won. Oh my gosh, 10 blunders, boys. Oh, wow. Oh, lord. But yeah, boys, that is the end of the stream. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate you all for staying behind. I hope you guys learned something today. I'll be back on Wednesday. And yeah, that'll be it. Thank you. Thank you all for watching. See you in a bit. Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. Bye.
But fuck, how the game it wasn't.
Oh, 89 views. Wow, people really